Cozy up and welcome to this week's episode of the Cub Cast.
We're joined once again by Tomo Fujita. How you doing?
How are you? Thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah, all right.
And today we're doing another guitar showcase video, and this time we're looking over your Kanji guitars.
Kanji, right, exactly. So, famous bass player named Will Lee. He's, a studio session guy who used to play at the Letterman show, the famous TV show. So I was touring with Will Lee, and he introduced me Kanji Kawabata from Japan. And back then, I want to try Kanji guitar, but the Kanji, makes sort of handmade guitar. So once he make one, and one go, sold. So there's no, about 2 years, I couldn't really check anything because it's always sold out,
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, another tour in Japan, and he came along the tour. At the end of a tour, he said, "I want to go with you, my parents' house, which is in Kyoto, and he came to visit me in the Kyoto, and then, back then I didn't have a Kanji guitar yet, but I had a Stevie Ray Vaughan signature guitar, and I played for him at my parents' house without the amplifier, just talking, playing. And then I think Kanji heard how I play acoustically, Like, so in other words, like, holding guitar and I'm just playing. Like that, so so basically I play soft just because I think about amplifier sound. Like already I'm listening, kind of amplifier, kind of reacting my sound. Sweet like that. So that actually gave him idea about how to make this guitar for me.
Yeah.
Like a very, touch response pretty fast. Yeah, than regular guitar. You see, most guitar player tend to play without the amp. Sounds like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because there's no amp, person who plays guitar wants to hear from guitar. But then if you play like that, it sounds like kind of screaming,
Yeah.
So right now,
Yeah.
I plug in the amp now. So you see that. Right? So without the amp, switch here. Without the amp sound.
Yeah, it's
So
very
basically,
quiet.
I'm playing exactly the same with amp or without.
Yeah.
So he learned how I pick my guitar, how I play. So after that, he figured it out, and then he came up with this guitar. And this my first Kanji guitar.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful guitar. And this is about, so I can show you more. This is about 6 years old now. You see, like.
I suppose it's inspired by the Stevie Ray Vaughan signature, right?
Yeah, like definitely, that sunburst, sunburst. You see a lot of scratch here. Yeah. In other words, the paint is just like vintage, very thin.
Yeah.
Already here.
Yeah.
You see that already came out the paint,
Yeah. Light finish.
But story is this. So after that, he made a guitar, and then he showed me this in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
And I played it. Sounded so great, and I thought he just made this guitar for not me, just in general,
Yeah.
So I said, please don't sell this guitar to anyone because it sounds so great. And then he said, I made this guitar for you. He said.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That must be a surprise.
Yeah.
I know. But funny part is this, and he said, please open up, here,
Uh-huh.
take a neck. So he said to Tomo Fujita, he wrote.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You see, amazing. I mean, like, he didn't
That's-
really expect I would like that guitar, but still, he had a feeling this is it. This is a guitar for Tomo. He made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, and I got this guitar from him, and then since then, amazing part is this. And I mean, so far I play so many, like Stevie Ray Vaughan's signature too, but so many Japanese brand. I play so many guitars, and of course, new guitar is really exciting and nice. But always, I told you, like a vintage guitar is really amazing. All right,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
because somehow it's been many years. Those neck pickups, everything great. So, but this guitar made me to think I can sell all the other guitars. I'm still happy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
That's
what you
really
mean.
difficult to say as a musician because even like I get a nice guitar, I mean amazing guitar from Kanji, but then I could say still I love my 65 Strat.
Yeah.
That's number one. But this guitar really does just everything so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so amazing. And more I play, seems like a growing. It's like
Yeah.
alive. Yeah. So now, right now, I have a 2 amp running. One is a Music Master Bass amp, my favorite, really clean amp. And this is I set up for you. So like I have an A/B switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now this one, you hear, kind of bright.
Yeah.
This one is Music Master Bass amp. Now this one, it's a little dark, but this one, Tweed-Champ. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Tweed-Champ
yeah.
is like I can't really lift up this amp, but maybe I have to turn it. Looks like this. Oh,
Oh, that looks like an old fashioned, like a
Okay, so-
very old style.
yeah. It's the old
Yeah.
style, right. Like one, really tiny speaker,
Mhm.
one control, one knob,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Every time we do one of these, I always admire like the guitar wall that you got set up. It's always it's so great.
Yeah, I mean, so like this amp, and actually, this amp is maybe you saw I did a unboxing Tweed-Champ by this
Mhm.
one Stu Mac, that company. Stu
Yeah.
Mac he sells these parts like a kit.
Yeah, and you build
Then
it
I was
for.
going to build the amp, but
Yeah.
I just decided not to do it because too much work because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the building amp, so many places you can make a mistake. Of course, you can learn from it, but I'm not gonna make 2-3 different amp. So I thought,
Yeah.
okay, I had something to decide. I should not do this one because then Kanji said I can do it in one, half a day, just really quick.
Yeah.
So I shipped that to Taiwan where he lives now.
Yeah.
So anyway, check it out. So this music master bass amp. This
Yeah.
one is a Tweed, champ. Then if I have a reverb on, like that,
Yeah.
little bit delay. And lately I've been doing like like a little bit more like overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like the national anthem. Oh, I like that tone.
Like that.
It's almost like an organ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Organ, but organ organ too, like they have really strong sound. They use a pedal to like.
Yeah.
Did you notice I did I think I did which one was that yeah,
Somewhere
like
over the rainbow.
so many songs play with like that yeah. So yes, so this guitar, yeah, this guitar is really nice one.
Yeah.
I love it. And then ended up, it's really funny. Turns out so like unexpected turn, because first I just want to see what guitar he can make.
Yeah.
And he made it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it so much, so good. Then I decided. I asked him, why don't you make this as my signature guitar? Because my students, fans, will really appreciate having this one.
Yeah.
So he made it 25 available.
25.
And he
wow.
made it 25 exactly same.
Very limited then.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he really thanked me about that, because he always made each guitar is different, like a custom model. So he
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
like SG 335 Les Paul, like a Strat Telecaster, but he never made same exact guitar 25 of them.
Yeah.
So he said that was really great opportunity for him,
Yeah, for one guy, that must be so
Yeah.
much work.
Oh yeah. And then my curiosity was this: how can he make everything so same? Because
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah,
using
if they're
machine
handmade.
cut. I mean, if you see Kanji's work on the Instagram, he does everything by hand cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when number one signature after this is like signature 000, but so number one when Kanji made it, and that's one of my student bought it, so I played it. My expectation was I thought it's gonna be a little bit different about the next feel, you know what I mean, like each one different.
Yeah.
I played it just like my guitar.
Yeah.
That was really amazing. Yeah, that's a really really amazing job.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I love this guitar so much. It's really great.
Yeah.
Really nice guitar. So okay, so this is the first one, and then I play already 6 years, right? This one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he said, oh yeah. Then after that, so I always like kind of studying. Besides music, I study about the equipment.
Yeah.
And I love Duosonic. I like Duosonic music master, hardtail, all that stuff. Yes. And then Kanji was asking me, would you like to maybe do hardtail?
Wow.
Like this one.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so this one, I would say 3-4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
He made this one, this guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I always loved hardtail, because hardtail, it's a difference is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's more like smoother.
No, it has the.
It has like the edge at the
So this
bottom.
is regular, bridge, right?
Yeah.
So it means this, you see, has a hole,
Yeah.
having a spring, so that the bridge moves, right?
So that this one just doesn't have a hole.
Right, like a Telecaster, So
Yeah.
it's a little smaller, no whammy bar, and no, so it means more wood, And so this guitar, okay, so like. much like an attack is really fast. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I have a real reverb on. Kind of nice. Like that, and then a little bit light. Yeah.
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 And yes, and then other things like he asked me the color, and I said this color called Fiesta Red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiesta Red, yeah. And the Fiesta Red also, if you see the vintage, some Fiesta Red, it's a little bit more pinkish, a little bit light, and some Fiesta Reds are kind of more darker red. You know, very
Yeah.
difficult to make this color really.
Yeah.
This is very vintage. You know, so and the funny part is, until I received this guitar in Japan, he didn't show me any color.
Oh right.
Usually people say, I made it like this one. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't show me. And then I got that in Japan, and then I opened up. I was like, wow, this is amazing color. Also, already color is a little bit getting slightly different now.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, it's shape. But anyway, my wife is half Italian,
Mhm.
and you know, quarter Scottish, quarter English.
Uh-huh.
So he said, Kanji said, I was thinking about your wife, this Italian Fiesta Red.
Oh wow.
Oh.
A little bit more, you know, brighter, you know.
Yeah.
He's very special. He's a really cool guy. You know?
That's funny.
So yeah, this guitar compared to Sunburst, much more like attack is really fast. So if I play like this, you know. Every detail I do, I can really hear it.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Almost like, you know, I can speak very fast, but it's still accurate, you know, because
Yeah.
of the sound. So I tend to play more funky stuff with this guitar,
Yeah.
right?
Tomo just funky.
Yeah. I mean, this is nice too, like like that. Almost I forgot what I'm doing, but just, you know, because I'm so into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this guitar definitely has that, you know, more funky sound.
Yeah.
And very light. Yeah, really great. And, you know, finger picking jazz stuff. It's really fast because the attack is really so clear, so that
Yeah, like the notes are all like
Yeah.
really hard hitting, right? Like they're all punchy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So very interesting, really. I'm not meant to play fast, but its attack is really quick, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I can hear it's really easy.
Oh my god.
So listen to this one, right? So like this guitar, makes me play like that.
Yeah. I think that what is your like the outstanding feature for like kanji guitar that makes them so special? Like the way that they're handmade, or what's your thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Well, here's the thing. Even mass-produced guitar, I'm sure people can make really good guitar. Okay.
Yeah.
But first he does hand carved.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big decision because easier to throw the wood in the machine to come up the shape, but he asks somebody to cut, square wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Then
just
he
carves
uses
it.
hand to do it.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, if I do that same thing, and then if I use so much feeling, maybe my guitar becomes so small,
Yeah.
I always make a joke because you cutting maybe a little bit more, and just get go. But he does exactly the same. And I ask him why you do so good,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good answer. I measure. I measure exactly how much to go and really understand, and his like schematic, almost like plan. It's
Mm-hmm.
good, really good. Understand how long to do this, that. It's not guessing. Yeah, but also, if you see this one right here, says wood carving musical instrument.
Yeah.
See that? It's not says musical instrument, wood carving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
means number one, his job is wood carving than creating instrument. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first. So that's why he decided to do everything by hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why. But funny part is, but still, each this series of 25 exactly same. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
It's not. In other words, he's not just making by feeding. Of course, he used feeding, but still, some parts is very, very particular. Particular about
Yeah.
detail. Yeah. So works like this. Handmade. So much feeding in one guitar because he takes a long time. So that's why. Really, this guitar made me to think. Okay, if I have to, I can sell all other guitar. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure I have a little bit memory and a little bit of feeling, attachment. But once it's gone, it's gone. But this one, it's still kind of growing. So that's the difference. You see. See, already I'm playing same thing. See, so this guitar, it's a little bit more woody, a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me play kind of similar thing that I play. Earlier I play this is a song called Confidence Cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, already it's a little bit more mid-range, a little bit more warmer sounds than in other guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this guitar, it makes a little bit more woody sound, kind of more mid-range, low end.
Yeah.
So this song, if I play fast, it's not so good because attack is kind of slow. You see,
Yeah.
slow. So this guitar, it sounds good for a little bit slower. So even same song, I can't do that because I hear more like.
Yeah.
That's what I hear, you know. Then even if I play. See, it's different.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because this tone makes me play a little bit more relaxed. When I play that guitar, these phrases didn't come out.
Yeah.
Just because it different, much more like faster attack. This is more like this, really softer, you know. Yeah. So even sort of solo. Like that. So it's different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, like, regular guitar, hardtail guitar. So when I practice, I just switch maybe 1 hour each, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I can play different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, ideally, if you have one guitar that's really good, then you play that guitar all the time. That's really great. But when you play professionally, sometimes you play gigs, so you play something, and you see this is like a dedicated instrument, so that sometimes frets needs to, you know, um, dress a little bit, some details. So having two guitars is not a bad idea because then you switch. One I can ship the, like a worked on it, and then while I'm playing this. Also, having two guitar, it's really good musically because inspire a different way. I
Yeah.
play more
Yeah.
funky music. I play fast feel. This one more mellow.
Yeah.
So, for example, I can kind of give you an idea. I have a lot backing track, and maybe I can play something. So, like this one called like "What's Going On." This
Yeah.
is probably really good guitar. Like so same chord, right?
Yeah.
funny. I was playing a little bit, and then sounds a little bit muddy just because I was playing. I do this mistake. I was just playing this Fender Tweed. Not a Fender. I mean Tweed-Champ.
Yeah.
Nice, right? So this one, it's music master bass amp. I was supposed to do two together. It sounds better, like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just turn down a little bit.
It's no problem.
Yeah. Once you have a two amp together, it's like a little bit loud, too loud. Yeah, I like.
Mhm.
See, it's kind of loud, all together. Yeah. So like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes those backing track that I made was really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The other day I made the Last Train Home.
Oh yeah,
The
John
video.
Mayer's.
Yeah, and that was actually cool because I told John in the Instagram message. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a lesson video. Yeah, I can't wait. I want to see it." So I posted unlisted. First one, he saw it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, great, that was great. He liked it, so that was great. And then a lot of people liked that video, and that was okay. Let me see. I have that.
Yeah, that's such a good song,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. That track, I think. Hold on a second. I have this 22.
Oh
This
wow,
one.
you have them numbered there.
That's really. That's all. Try it.
Yeah.
All try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trial song. That's a great one. And then let's see. I don't know where the. Yeah, I made so many tunes. Backing
Yeah.
track. Let's see. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know where I put that. I made a one track. Let's see. Sorry about that. Just a moment.
Nah, it's no issue. Trust me.
So yeah, I have a lot of backing track I listed, but sometimes I forget where I did that.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. So like I made a backing track for the Peaches.
Oh yeah,
The
Justin
song.
Bieber.
Yeah, I have no idea where I put that one. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll find out. That was actually, that I posted already that video. Yeah, and then I'm
Yeah.
kind of working on right now. It's a Deja Vu, by Olivia. that's
think
kind of
that's
hard
all.
to do because melody lines really hard to make, you know, nicely. This one sounds like this. Like I'm still working on it because
Yeah.
yesterday actually I made this sort of a performance video
Yeah.
Yeah.
without overdrive because I thought her voice is more clean tone is great.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized after I've listened to her song, her voice has really soft voice, but a little bit overdrive kind of sounds, you know, a little bit like a husky voice, you know, slightly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a challenge. I mean, I've listened probably 100 times already that song,
Yeah.
kind of figuring out. So I'm gonna do probably like this, little bit like, you know, volume thing, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know, lately I've been doing like lesson video on YouTube, but also I do more performance because now I see more people who doesn't play guitar and following me, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that if I do too many lessons, you know, not so fun to hear. So I
Yeah.
thought that's why I did Girl from Ipanema or Giant Steps. I just play song, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's oh yeah. So anyway, so that's two guitar, you know, a
Yeah.
little bit off the topic, you know, went to tune, but so this is it, you know, great guitar. Then after that, again, we are talking about always talking about different things, and I said, um, I was curious, you know, about the bass six. I show you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bass six is bass six is technically it's a bass. It's a bass, but six string.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah, and then
It's a guitar
yeah,
bass.
yeah. Squire has, you know, bass six. I should have brought it, but that's kind of long, you know, like a little bit longer
Yeah.
Yeah.
neck, the bigger bass, right? But I asked him, why can you do more like a Duosonic,
Mhm.
right? Looks
Yeah.
like Duosonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did a little bit more like this, kind of a smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
this is good for thumbnail.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Because really looking good like
You
that.
always get us the best
So
thumbnails.
anyway, Yeah, so he made like it's like this, really unique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then yes,
Did Kanji
then
design it like the Fender basics?
yeah, based on sort of a Fender, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but the important part is this: he's not really copying exactly Fender bass six, but this is kind of an idea between bass six and then Duosonic, kind of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
And made a little bit a shorter scale, so a little bit smaller like a guitar, but sound actually, guys, like this, like a bass,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I play with a pick. Well, yeah, so two pickups. This is front, rear. Maybe we can make it. So almost like a between guitar and the bass. Really, the bass though.
Yeah.
Like the. So basically, guitar with two strings top. So you can play melody or something like that, harmony. Yeah. So sometimes like I can do like. It sounds like a little bass, right? Like. So when I make a backing track, sometimes I use this guitar to make a bass parts a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I play. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I should play more about, so busy with the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of fun, right? So yeah, it's really amazing, amazing.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Yeah, it's very aesthetically
Very unique,
like
yes,
pleasing
yes,
as well,
yes.
the color scheme.
Yeah, just give me a second. I have to cover this.
There's no problem.
Sorry about that. The reason I have to cover this guitar just because I'm working with Ibanez, so, but it's secret up till September.
Ooh,
Oh.
You
okay.
find out September. So
Okay.
come up, and
Okay.
my idea, yeah, it's kind of cool though, because usually Ibanez, I mean, like me, like a Fender or Gibson or Kanji, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
or PRS, Music Man, or
Yeah.
and then definitely, Ibanez guitar seems like really far away from my style, because Steve Vai, Joshua
Yeah.
Tremaine, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But they were so open to me, and and they always ask me, "What are you doing? What are you thinking about this and that?" So anyway, so like, I can tell you what it is, but I had to give them about idea, and then we work sort of together and come up something. So
Oh yeah.
so
That
that's
sounds
why
really
I'm looking
good.
forward to
hidden.
September
I
then.
can play it.
Yeah, we are looking forward to September.
Exactly.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah, so that's it. It's yeah, 3 different guitar, and one more actually.
Oh.
Ooh.
This one's really Duosonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but so okay, so this is story. I had a parts. Parts means a neck, guitar body, and this
Yeah.
pickups
Yeah.
and a bridge and everything, right? And I'm not good at it. Put all guitar together, so I shipped these parts to Kanji.
Yeah.
Then this wasn't really painted, it's all like bare wood. So he painted really nice blue metallic.
Yeah, I really like the color on that.
Right, really cool. Yeah, and then yeah, this is funny. This is my sign.
Is that like
Is
your
that your
signature?
signature?
Yeah, my signature. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Because-
that's so
because
cool.
because what happened was this guitar neck already really beat up, and then logo was already gone. So like if you put the logo, but then I wanted to do like a kind of a
Yeah.
matching headstock, same color, then we can put Fender because he changed a lot, like colors and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why he said, "Why don't we do this? My sign."
But yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool, right? Yeah, one off. So this one, like, how can I say? It's it's really unique because
It's like modded guitar,
Yeah.
one,
right?
yeah, guitar neck is not 1963.
Uh-huh.
This pickup part is this 1958. So almost like this half is 1960. This is half is 1950.
Yeah.
58. Yeah. So that yeah, unique sound. It's really soft sound.
Yeah.
It's slightly difficult to play because this guitar neck is 22 inch and a half.
The actual
means
neck.
almost like 3 inch shorter than Fender.
Oh right,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's quite short.
1 inch shorter than no 2 inches shorter than Gibson.
Wow.
So it means like you see the guitar neck. It's really tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tiny. So like you have to be careful. If you push it little bit too heavy, then the intonation goes sharp.
Yeah. So it's very like you have to be very particular in what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to be really careful about So this guitar, it's really good for a little bit more slow tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not so much funk. I mean, funk stuff you can do that. Like that, just sort of a little slow.
Yeah.
I mean, this song is supposed to be really fast, but again, this guitar makes me play slower, which is really. Like slow. And this one has two pickups. One is front, this rear,
Ah.
and then middle become humbucking.
Oh yeah.
But humbucking, but just far away like this. So interesting sounds, no noise. Yeah, it's a great guitar. It's see. Tiny.
Yeah.
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 It's
I love
like it's really shiny. It's like I remember I think it was either the last time we saw you or the time before you showed us a guitar that was like it was like painted to make sure that it didn't shine. It's like the complete opposite on this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last time it was
Yeah.
the matte grey
Yeah.
silver sky, right? I think.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the colours on it.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So basically, 3 kanji guitar, and then this is made by kanji, but the parts is a Fender.
So have you got
Yeah.
much to do next with Kanji? Do you think there's something coming up? Is there something like that you'd like to do?
Definitely. I mean, we were thinking, Telecaster or Esquire. Esquire looks like a Telecaster without a front pickup, only rear pickup. But also,
Yeah,
we
I've
are
heard that.
working on a little bit about Stratocaster, but pickup is only 1 or 2, but different position. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah,
could be
that's
quite interesting.
that is.
So like I had for a while I had only one middle pickup. Yeah, you remember those?
Yeah.
I've never actually seen one, but I've heard that like apparently they're supposed to be like very
Yeah, so
unique.
like I had that. I brought it, but he made actually. Give me a second. Happened was last year, I was really playing on only middle pickups.
Wait.
So Kanji said, I can make only one middle pickup like this, see?
Uh-huh.
I was expecting you to pull out a guitar and you just force on.
It's kind of
The
funny
middle.
looking, right? Because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So I have this for a while. Because see the difference is, right? Like a regular pickup, regular guitar, wire goes to volume port and then distribute so many
Sound, yeah.
pickups, and then this one, right? So means like it's the same, with a switch, but still this middle pickup still kind of wire with every other pickups, two other pickups, right? But also
Yeah.
each pickup have a magnet, so magnet pulling each other.
Yeah.
But this one only one magnet in the center, so that pull the signal from the guitar stronger.
Uh-huh.
So really
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Less pickup sounds good
Yeah.
because simple, So that's why we came up with this idea. Simple, no switch, only two. Yeah, like that, And so he made this. He made this one also.
Yeah.
So like now we are kind of working on maybe changing position. One piece.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know exactly yet, but
I'm excited to see if that becomes a thing.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
yeah. So that's like on the next project. Yeah, we always working on something different. So
Yeah.
100%.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
I think that's good, right? So two
That's-
guitars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic place.
I
Yeah,
think, yeah, I think like this, people would appreciate about story about the guitar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, I think, like that. That's good. Yeah, story about the guitar, like this. See?
A few
Yeah.
thumbnail options there.
Yeah, thumbnail's good like this. You see, you have to think about it. So like this one, yeah. Instead of showing 10 different guitar and play one lick or two lick, this way I play a song or two, and it comes up different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, that's really important. So that's why guitar player needs few guitars.
Yeah.
100%.
So
This is right, really right. I love
I
it.
think that's a perfect place to leave the video. So would you like to do an outro again or outro?
Outro, yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you. This is amazing show. Thank you so much for having me. And this is, I think, really, really excellent. Just showing Kanji Kawabata's excellent work to Stratocaster and Bass 6, and that's it. And I hope you enjoy. And then maybe I can come back with Gibson guitar or Fender vintage guitar. So here, please request anything about showing my gear tour or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.